Hello, I am back. I am so excited, so happy to be back with you. Thank you so much, Vanessa, for giving me the chance to do my first talk yesterday, the first part of the Inner Power Access, and today we are in the second part. Thank you so much for all your love. It means the world to me. And today, what I want to start with is, you are made of magic. Are you? Yes, you are. I love myself just as I am. This is phenomenal because this did not exist for me. Who am I? My name is Ruchi. I'm a medical doctor, global transformational speaker, best-selling author, podcaster. I love working with women who have experienced any sort of trauma. It could be childhood sexual abuse, it could be emotional abuse, neglect. It doesn't matter what the trauma was, but this trauma is impacting, is covering their light and invading all parts of their life. So it could be, well, generally these women are overthinkers, perfectionists with endless to-do list, a not enoughness bucket that will never fill up. Yes. So practically me from 4 years back. I know that pain because I've been there. I have struggled with postpartum depression, not knowing how to get out, facing my fears, right at the end of the tunnel when I'm like, I don't know where to go. When everybody told me, your life's perfect, you're a doctor, you've got a loving husband, your son is here, you're a mother to a newborn. What's wrong? I'm like, yeah, maybe, am I crazy? What's wrong with me? Nothing. What's wrong is that I was feeling stuck. I was feeling lost. I was feeling unseen, unheard, because I was running in a race that did not fulfill me, that did not bring me joy. If you are there, if you feel that you are living somebody else's idea of success, somebody else's idea of joy and fulfillment, and even though you have ticked all the boxes, why is it not bringing me joy? Have you been there? If you have, just write me in the comments below. Because if you're there, I want you to wait and pat yourself on the back. Why? I want you to pat yourself on the back to realize, to have the self-awareness, to understand that I'm stuck. And I want you to celebrate understanding and knowing that you're stuck. Right, now you ask me, is this lady crazy or what? Like, how can I celebrate being stuck? That was the biggest turning point of my life, right? So here I am with bags of guilt and shame on my back, postpartum depression showing me the mirror of childhood sexual abuse that I faced, which I've been hiding for 30 years. And I'm like, what do I do now? There's a newborn that I need to take care of. Where do I go from here? The first thing that got me unstuck was finding the courage in myself to face that fear. And for that, you need to have the self-awareness to realize that you're stuck. Okay, let's find out what is stuck. You know, we hear that all the time now. Oh my God, I'm feeling stuck, I'm feeling stuck, I'm feeling stuck. Why am I asking you to celebrate it, right? Feeling stuck is, so imagine a small room, okay? So I've been living in this room, small, big, whatever size, for 30, 40 years, right? This is what I know, this is what I've been. I know everything, how things work. And this is it. This is my reality. And then what happens is, you grow, you have new experiences, you have new challenges. You are a brand new person who is growing. And then, obviously, you are like, this room is too snug. Like, I can do more, I can be more. But this is where the fear of failure, the fear of judgment is staring in your face. If I go outside of this room, my comfort zone, what will people say? I've invested so much time and energy in so-and-so that I'm doing. People might laugh at me. I might fail. If you're not driving, I want you to close your eyes for a moment and remind yourself, be in this moment, take a deep breath in, hold, release. Another deep breath in for 5. Hold. Now I want you to imagine yourself like you have lived this life and you are 70, 80, 90, maybe 100. And that's it. Your family's around, you're saying your goodbyes, you're leaving this lifetime peacefully. And while you do that, you have a glimpse at the life that you have lived. And when you look at that, what do you see? What do you see? Just give yourself a moment. I'll be silent for the next few seconds to help you completely hone in into this picture. What do you see? Now, whatever you see, hold on to it, right? And come back to this present moment, right? You have the power and control and ability and the unique talents to change this picture, right? If this picture held things like, oh, I had dreams, I wanted to do this, be this, help this person, but the life has passed by, I kept postponing it, I will do it when I'll have more money, I'll do it when my kids will be settled, I'll do it when I'll have a bigger house. And guess what? Life passed you by. Life is now. The past is in the shadows. The future is coming out of what we do in this moment right now. So the reality is this moment. This moment is the gift we have. Are you ready to celebrate this moment, this gift? If you are, write me in the comments below. And I want to give you, and basically I want you to give yourself the biggest round of applause for being here, for taking this time to invest in your growth, right? So we talked about self-awareness yesterday. So these inner power access pillars, so I wrote this whole book around it because I wanted to share with the world that if you have experienced sexual trauma, if you've experienced abuse, that is not a life statement. You can transform your pain into purpose. You can help other human beings. Does that mean you need to have trauma? No. Your life experiences are enough. Your qualifications are more like, when we go to a grocery store and we take a trolley and then we are like, that's it. That is not you. You are enough the way you are. You are seen, you are heard, you are worthy, right? And who needs to realize this first? You. Because your life, your work circumstances, your family circumstances, your personal relationships are a reflection of what goes on inside. Sometimes we try fixing the other person, my boss, my colleague, my husband, my wife, my spouse, my children. They don't need fixing. Looking inside, taking responsibility for your own actions, for your own feelings, feeling what we have hidden, which is still unseen, which is still unheard. So I'll be posting again. I posted the inner child healing meditation yesterday, and it has profound results for myself. I've made it with all my heart, and it has profound results for my clients as well. And for you trailblazing women, I'll be posting it again. This is a window to your heart to meet the little inner you. Why is this important? Because this brings you back to inner power access. The first and foremost is, how do you talk to yourself? When things go wrong around you, when you're not perfect, when you have made a mistake, when you've disappointed yourself, when you've disappointed people who matter to you, how do you speak to yourself? Is it harsh? Is it hurtful? Is it unkind? Or is it loving and understanding and encouraging? If it's the first, do not worry. I'm not preaching. I've exactly been there with the most toxic inner dialogue that you can think of. See, having a positive inner dialogue does not happen overnight, but this is your tool to all the joy, all the success, all the fulfillment you're looking for in your life. This is the start, biggest starter point, right? How do you do it? Practice on a daily basis in small situations. Where do you start? You start by celebrating your wins. You start by celebrating yourself, right? How do I do that? So we talked about the self-love phone exercise yesterday. We even did it together. So looking at ourselves in the phone camera, it's like, Ruchi, I love you. truly, deeply, and unconditionally. I love and accept all parts of you, right? So this is what I've been starting my day every single day for the last 4 years, right? What can you add to it? I say, Ruchi, I'm so proud of you because you can count anything from something that happened yesterday to 1 week back, 1 year back, 10 years back, 20 years back, doesn't matter, right? Do not live in the negative bias of, oh, I did this wrong and that wrong and I couldn't do this right. No. Looking in your eyes in the mirror, taking your name and saying, I am so proud of you because, come up with 7 things. If you can't come up with 7, come up with 1, come up with 2, come up with 3, doesn't matter. A fruitful day, a day in the direction of your joy and fulfillment does not happen. It needs to be intentional. Start your day with intention so that you can love that person that you can see in the mirror in the morning, right? Does that make sense? If it's resonating, if it's making sense to you, if you're seeing it live or later, either way, just write yes in the comments below. So I know that what I'm saying, we are both in the same boat. You are with me. Where do we go from here? So self-love phone exercise, we already talked about it. The other thing to regulate, your right brain and your left brain is a very simple yogic technique called pranayam, right? If you're feeling emotionally imbalanced, energetically imbalanced, too much stress in life, find 5 minutes of your day, okay? You don't have to be spiritual for this. You don't have to believe in, any particular God, nothing like that. Again, if you're not driving, if you're not using any heavy machinery, I would want you to practice this with me. It will take 2 minutes. So you keep your finger here, thumb here, index. So thumb on one nostril, index finger on another nostril, and this here, right? I'm taking a breath in from my left nostril. Hold, release from other. Now take a breath in from this nostril, which is the right one. Release. So what we are doing is alternate nostril breathing, balancing the right side of your body with the left side of your body, right? So one more deep breath in from your left nostril, all the way, as deep as you can go. Close. Release from your right nostril. Take a deep breath in from the right nostril. Close. So basically you got the point. You can do this at any point of the day, morning, evening. You're feeling stressed, you're feeling worked up, you're feeling emotionally balanced, you're feeling energetically slouched. This will work like this, no matter where you are, and all you need is 5 minutes. We also talked about the 5-5-7 breathing. So deep breath for 5, hold for 5, release for 7. So if you're like me, if you're struggling with overwhelm, if you're a parent, you are commuting to work, you have a presentation, you are having an argument with your spouse, you're pissed off with yourself, doesn't matter where you are. If you are like, I'm completely lost, and you're standing in front of a tree trunk, but you want to come back and have the forest view, my code word is helicopter, right? So make a fun code word for yourself, right? So this will snap you out of like overwhelm into the big picture view. See, we are here in a big picture view, right? Even if something goes wrong today or 1 week back or 5 years back, is it going to really matter in a year's time, in 5 years' time? And mostly our emotional reactions are like, oh my God. I'm a very, very, very emotional person who has struggled really hard with emotional regulation. So if you are there, I totally feel that. Literally, I'm not saying it for the sake of it. I totally feel that. I've struggled with anger management. I have, and because of that, obviously, that can Unfortunately, that side of you is seen by the people you love the most, being my husband, my mother. And as I became a mother, I want to be a present mother, a conscious mother. So there are two things. What do? Should I just shut down all the emotions? Yeah, as we are told, good emotions and bad emotions. Holding space for your emotion. So, anger. I think every human being has experienced anger at some point. Unfortunately, some people feel it more profoundly and struggle with it more than others. What do? Something has happened, personal life, professional life, you are insanely angry. What can you do in that very moment? In that moment, deep breathe. Immediately, deep breathe. Deep breath for 5, hold for 5, release for 7. Keep doing that. Do at least 5 of those. Even if that doesn't make the anger go away, it will give you a moment of clarity to the helicopter view, to come back from looking like this at that tree trunk to come to the forest view, right? Giving you time to come back to perspective. Again, I am not talking about shutting down feelings. I'm not talking about terming them as this is wrong, this is right, this is a good emotion, this is a bad emotion. That's okay. But then let that anger not be destructive to you or somebody else, right? All of us have read that anger is very destructive to all your hormones, your body, your cells, everything. So you don't want to keep your body there, right? I'm not coming from a place of teaching or preaching. As I already mentioned, I have struggled really hard with emotional regulation. So this is extremely important. And these are things I have devised by my own experience. The 5-5-5 step, I have used it. They work. I promise you that, right? So, storm of anger. You feel like your head's gonna explode. Sit. Few of these. Deep breath in, 5-5-7, right? Do pranayam if you can. We just did it, right? Alternate nostril breathing. All of this, okay, you've got a little bit of clarity. As far as possible, do not speak to somebody else in that point, because generally that's when we regret. The words that have been spoken, you cannot take it back. And what comes out of your mouth at that point is, let's say, not very pleasant, right? Take a piece of paper. All the trash, all the pain, all the irritation, this world is crap, I don't want to be here, nobody understands me. Everything that's coming, write it down on a piece of paper. Everything. Nobody's reading it. Yeah? So this is expressive writing. Understanding the emotions, comfortable emotions and uncomfortable emotions, and staying with that. Understanding what's happening rather than running away is so important for healing. You cannot heal by running away or shutting down parts of you, right? Generally, anger is unexpressed hurt. 99% of the time. For whatever reasons, you could not speak up your mind, it was a work situation, if you said something to your spouse, it will end up badly, blah, 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 right? So anger is unexpressed hurt. You are taking the trash out, everything that is troubling and falling apart in your head on that piece of paper. You're releasing that. You're getting it out. I promise you, like 200%, in that anger situation, 5-5-7, pranayam, writing, you will have the big picture. The anger might not have gone away, but you will be back in perspective. Another very important thing, well, why am I talking about emotional regulation? What does it have to do with healing? A lot. Emotional regulation can bring peace, genuine peace and love to your relationship with yourself, to your relationship with your partner, to your relationship with your parents, child, work colleagues. If you're a human being and if you deal with another human being, it's really important. And if you are like me, if you have practiced just running away from uncomfortable emotions, unfortunately that doesn't work. So what happens is you keep bottling it up, bottling it up, bottling it up, and then there's a final burst with the final break. And my husband would ask, I don't know, you reacted in such a huge way. I don't think it was such a big deal. Yes, because I had been bottling up things, and then this final print just brought everything out. Being kind to yourself, self-compassionate to yourself, means that you are present for yourself, for your uncomfortable emotions. Sitting with that discomfort will help you heal. Inner dialogue is when you are talking to your inner child, maybe when it's throwing a tantrum, when it's like, blah, 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 blah. What are you going to say? You should behave, you shouldn't do this. It's okay. I understand. You did not like how your spouse or your child spoke to you. You did not like how that work colleague behaved. I understand. This really hurt you. Is that right? Yes. Don't worry. I'm here to hold you and to listen to you. How does that feel? Rather than, you're a grown-up. You should understand, okay? This is not how you feel things. This is not how you do things. Come on, let's be productive. Right? You get my point, what I'm saying. So let's recap. We talked about self-awareness. I don't want to overwhelm you. I don't want you to go out thinking, oh my God, she's saying too many things. No, I just want to say, like, today's focus, we talked about the self-love phone exercise. We talked about, I am proud of you, the 7 things you speak to yourself in the morning. We talked about the inward healing, which involves emotional regulation to the core, right? Emotional regulation, another way to practice it, simply on a day-to-day basis. So again, we build the bridge before the storm, not in the storm. So if you are in a surge of emotions like, anxiety, jealousy, or anger, or any, strong emotion, for you to be able to cross the bridge from being completely overwhelmed by that emotion to coming back to you, you need to build that bridge before. A simple visualization really helps. So if you can, if you're not using heavy machinery, if you're not driving, I welcome you to close your eyes and imagine this most beautiful garden that you're standing in. The most fragrant roses, the most beautiful sunflowers and tulips and lotus flower literally smiling at you, white and pink. So you are standing here and there is this beautiful water body in front of you, this lovely river flowing, right? And this sound of the river is so soothing. So this person standing here is you, the true you, right? And this river in front of you are the thoughts, emotions, feelings, which are flowing like waves, right? It's your choice to go, jump, and drown in that and feel overwhelmed, or to step back and be in your control, right? That's a choice we make. Now, when you visualize this on a day-to-day basis, then when a strong emotion comes in, you have the ability to step back. Remember the magic word? Step back. Stepping back is where your power is, which can lead you to, I love myself just as I am. No, we are not saying that I'm not progressing, I'm not going to be better. No, but loving yourself first. Your inner child needs that love, right? Your inner child feels seen, feels heard. And when you celebrate yourself, like, who's going to celebrate themselves? Like right now, as soon as this talk is done, who's going to go and celebrate themselves, right? Please do that. So if you're making goals, don't make it like, when I achieve that in 6 months and when I achieve that in 5 years, I'm going to do this. Celebrate yourself every single day. Every increment. Oh, lovely. Carolina says step back. Yes, thank you. Thank you for reinforcing that. Step back is the magic word, right? To take your power back. So I'm going to recap again. We talked about the self-love phone exercise. I am proud of you, Ruchi, because standing in front of the mirror, counting 7 things every single day. If you can't come up with 7, doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, right? Taking your power back, validating yourself, not waiting for somebody else to come and fill up your not enoughness bucket, because you are enough. You are worthy. Your worth does not come from somebody else's opinion of you or something else happening around you. The journey is inside out. The happiness you seek, the success you seek, the joy you seek, the fulfillment you seek, the journey is inside out. The family, the spouse, the child, the house, the job in itself cannot bring you joy. It's the person who is here taking your power back. Yes, taking your power back. Don't give your power away. Taking your power back means centering yourself, coming back to yourself, loving yourself unconditionally. Yes, there is a small caveat there. People ask me, how do I progress? Okay, you are at work. You did something amazing. Maybe there were a couple of mistakes. So think of two bosses. One boss comes, this is wrong, and you need to correct this. Okay, submit it in 2 days. The other one comes, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, this is spectacular. Ah, I love it. This is a brilliant idea. Maybe we can tweak it here, but you did spectacular. Which option or which section there are you more likely to be more present and do your best? In the second one, right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm meaning by celebrating yourself, loving yourself. You will bring out the best in you. No one will give that happiness to you but you. Yes, Caroline, you're absolutely on point. Nobody can give you that happiness. Remember, journey is inside out. Taking one step at a time. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling like, okay, this lady makes a lot of sense, but then maybe she's completely sorted. That is not true. I have got absolutely crazy days. Literally, before I did my first talk yesterday, day before, oh God, I had a big bout of crying maybe an hour before, and I was like, okay, now I need to sit with the discomfort and level everything out and be with myself before I do my talk, right? So what I'm saying is, don't run away from a bad day. You cannot. It's life. We are here to learn and grow and progress. Bad days will come, right? It's about having the tools to how do you manage them? How do you learn from them? How do you grow from them? How do you make triggers your friends rather than your enemies? Because triggers are coming to tell you what are you really capable of. Not because what you think you can, but what you're really capable of, right? Triggers are like pointers. I know you can do better. I know this is a weak spot. I know you can go farther here. I want you to make yourself a promise today. Hand on your heart, right? And the promise is that, remember we talked about feeling stuck. The promise is that I am going to take that first tiny step to walk out of my comfort zone. What does this look like? This could look like, let's say you've been postponing going live on Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever your platform is for months. I'm going to go and make a 10-second video and post it. If you're not going to go live, that's fine, and post it. Or I was planning to do that workshop or that event or something. Okay, let me go and find, just open Eventbrite and see what I can do. So what I'm meaning to say is, take that first small step from what you've been running away from what you have been procrastinating, reminding yourself that good is better than perfect. Okay, so who's going to practice a self-love phone exercise? If you are, type me below. Who's gonna make the proud list? So all the challenges, physical, mental, personal, professional, emotional, that you have overcome in the last 20 years of your life, write it down, stick it in front of you. And basically when your mind challenges you saying that, are you sure you can do this? What if you fall? Convince the self-doubt, the worry. Oh, lovely. Thank you, Carolina. Everybody to come and sit. It's like I'm in the driver's seat. Fear, worry, anxiety, self-doubt. Come, everybody sit with me. I'm going to feel the fear and do it anyway. I'm going to keep driving. Okay? So you're not wasting energy in making them go away. It's okay. It's just your mind feeling worried about what if you fail. So you let your mind know, don't worry, I won't die. Even if I post a video and it's crap and nobody likes it, people will just scroll by. I'm not going to get a 0 on 10 or a C plus certificate out of it, right? So what I'm meaning to say is, other people have their lives. So they are living in a movie and they are the star. If they don't like what you do, they'll just scroll by. That's it. That's all that will happen. Nobody will sit there grading you about how good or bad you were, right? Now remember, we did the exercise of being on the last day of our life and looking back. Anything that came up for you that you're like, oh, I haven't done this. This is the time. Take the first step. Who says what? Who laughed? And oh my God, what if I fail? All these fears are just covering your true light, what you're truly capable of. Remember, you have got your unique talents. You are incomparable, right? Your journey is incomparable. So if you're a therapist, if you're a healer, if you're a businesswoman, and you see somebody, oh my God, she's all sorted. Oh my God. Everybody is on their own journey. You have got unique talents. Your clients will come to you for your unique talents. Not because you are better than or less than somebody else. The same applies if you're an employee, employer. Next comes, am I a good enough mother? You're doing your very best. You giving yourself the self-compassion also shows your child how to have a kind inner dialogue, right? How many people are going to make an effort to have a kinder inner dialogue, right? What can you do for that? Celebrate your wins every single day, even the tiniest win. Right after this talk, I want you to go stand in front of the mirror if you can, or maybe just in front of your phone camera and say, you did it. You listened, you were present, you decided what you're gonna do from here. Maybe make the proud list, or self-love mirror exercise, or self-love phone exercise, or I am proud of you list. How to celebrate yourself. Or maybe you're going to do pranayama. I know I shared a whole lot of things, but as I said, each of these things will not take more than 2 to 3 minutes of your time, and they're all like different tools in the tool bucket that you can use in different times. Okay, now I'll post the link below. So this is my book. This is an anthology that I contributed to. I would love for you to have and to share with somebody who has experienced any sort of trauma or abuse. It is not a preaching, it is not a teaching. It's literally me holding your hand, two best friends talking about everything that we don't talk about. The guilt and shame was never yours. Even if it wasn't sexual abuse, it was a teacher pinpointing or saying mean things to you as a 5-year-old in front of the whole class, and the whole class laughed. Yes, today I'm a global transformational speaker, but I was scared for 30 years, thinking that if I go on stage, I had nightmares about that. Just my teacher saying mean things to me and a bunch of 5-year-olds laughing. Doesn't sound like a big thing, right? But that's the belief I formed, right? That's where rapid transformational therapy, heart healing, inner power access coaching has been life transformational for me. From being somebody who would rather die than be on stage, from being somebody suffering from lack of self-confidence, lack of self-esteem, lack of self-belief, to embracing who I am, to being able to free my voice, be who I am. The end goal is to be able to reach every woman I can who is living under the impact of trauma, covering their light, covered with guilt or shame, to help them free from it. And I can do that within hours. I vouch for rapid transformational therapy, heart healing, inner power access coaching. I would love for you to come on a clarity call with me. If everything I said aligns with you, I invite you on a clarity call, breakthrough call with me, where we can understand where you are, what is holding you back, and help you live that, not like a bud, but in the beauty of the most beautiful blooming flower that you are supposed to be. Just unleash the light that you really are. Let go of the weights of trauma and covers and layers of shoulds and shouldn'ts of what happened. What happened, happened. It should not have the right to have any control on the rest of your life. That's what I do. I unleash the shine of your diamond that you really are and let go of everything that is covering it. Every single client of mine tells me, I feel seen, I feel heard, I feel light. I was like, yes, you do. Right? So, if everything I said kind of rings true to you, you're like, okay, this lady kind of seems like my person, I'm here to help you. You are meant for more. Believe in yourself. Keep believing in yourself. Keep investing in yourself every single day. This self-belief will take you way farther than you can imagine. Remember, I told you I'm a very shy, very introverted person, and my end goal is to be able to reach to every woman who has endured trauma, to know where she can reach. That introverted person, that person who would rather die than be on stage. I'm on magazine covers, I have written books, I've got a podcast, I have been on international stages. I'm not being here like saying me, see I'm so amazing. I'm sharing that to tell you, 4 years back if you told any of that, I would be like, who are you talking about? So what I'm trying to showcase here is that is the power of transformation. That is the power of looking within for answers rather than outside, waiting for other people's validation to tell you what you can and what you can't do. When you totally tune to yourself within, when you let go of the garbage of the trauma imprint that stands in between, that girl, that 5-year-old girl, that 4-year-old girl, me, which you can see in the picture, who endured the sexual trauma, with childhood healing, with inner child healing, she is not there waiting to be saved. She is safe in my heart, loved, seen, heard, fearless, and adding to my courage to keep going, keep marching. Let's make a promise together. So this life, this beautiful opportunity that we have been given, we are spiritual beings who have chosen to have human experiences. This beautiful life, let's make the most of it. If we fall down, we muster up the courage to get back up. We feel the fear and we do it anyway. We remind ourselves, you are enough. You don't need anybody's permission to be worthy or enough. It has been an enormous joy and pleasure to be here with you. And as I say that, my heart beating harder, every vein in my body pulsating harder. But yes, I'm coming to the end of my time. And Carolina, thank you so much. Love your passion to help every woman unlock this beauty of blooming flower that they are meant to be. Wow, thank you. Thank you so much that resonated with you. So yeah, I would post the link. I would welcome you to, come on a clarity call with me. Let's explore what's possible for you. Let's explore what magic awaits outside of your comfort zone. Big love, big hug to each and every one of you. Please do comment. I'll come back to each of your comments. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you so much, Carolina, all the way for your lovely comments. Bye.